Your soul is about to receive the most important information that you have heard in your entire life. This life-changing, life-saving ancient wisdom will help you to cure what ails you, any cancers that are growing inside of you, and ultimately it will stop what was eventually going to kill you, stop it from killing you. Let us jump right in. There are a few things that we need to know. First of all, some natural healing 101 fundamentals. The first one being that your body is a self-healing machine. There are natural mechanisms in play at work in your body that will purify you and try to get you to be the healthiest that you can be. That's how our Creator designed it. Woo, it's so exciting. That means that if I am doing things that help those mechanisms along, I'm naturally healing myself. On the other side, if I do things that I'm not supposed to do, I'm going to hinder those mechanisms and it's going to cause problems. Obviously, light bulb moment, right? The second thing here is that these diseases and cancers aren't spontaneous. They always have a reason. And once you stop poisoning yourself, most of, if not all of your diseases will go away because you're not feeding them with poisons anymore. The third number here, the third fundamental of natural healing is that the spiritual and physical worlds are very interconnected, and there are also spiritual causes for diseases. If you are doing something, taking actions in your life, it can open doors for demons to come in and parasite off of you, give you sicknesses, any of that. So, if you are purifying in this physical world, your soul is also purifying. If you are becoming more corrupt in this physical world, then your soul is getting more corrupt. If you are sick, your soul is sick. And getting to the root of the issue, whether it's something that you're doing to yourself or external forces, demons, or even people cursing you, that is something you need to figure out so that you can truly heal. As far as what you are eating goes, there are two primary fuels for cancer. The first one is glucose, which is the most readily available form of sugar. And the second one is glutamine, which is actually the most abundant building block of protein. So even if you cut out the glucose, you still, if you're consuming protein like on the keto diet, there are some cancers that will be able to survive and thrive in your body. You're not going to be able to truly heal yourself. Once your blood glucose level starts to drop, these cancers will start to starve and you will be able to see them healed. So, this is really exciting information, knowing that if you do what you are designed to do, you can heal yourself. So, this leads obviously into fasting. There are people who have shared amazing benefits and results of fasting online that you can obviously look into. Most of you, I'm sure, are familiar with the Christ going out for a 40-day, 40-night fast in the desert. After 40 days of fasting, your whole system will be reset. Any of these diseases, cancers that were growing inside of you will be completely processed through your body and eliminated, which is really exciting. I know that 40 days sounds really scary, but you can take time with it. You know, start a 1-day fast, then a 2-day fast, and a 3-day fast. Work your way up to it. You're going to see results through this fasting mechanism. During the fasting journey on day 1, your body is going to eat whatever is left in there from before, start to digest all of that. On the second day, your body will start to consume any leftover glycogen from your liver, your muscles, and on the third day and after that, your body is going to go into ketosis, where it will start to consume fat stores on your body, excess fat, and even fat that's not excess. So it is going to have a slimming effect on you, but it's also over time going to start to eat all of the toxins that have built up, any cancers in there as well. So you're going to starve them out, your body will process them through, and at the end of 40 days, you will be a new you, which is really exciting. So after that 40 days, you're not going to want to go back to what was poisoning and hurting you in the first place. Hopefully you are smart enough to not do that. You're going to want to slowly reintroduce the fruits, raw fruits that our Creator intended for us to consume, raw herb and fruit bearing seed. So reintroduce those and eat as much as you want to put some weight back on and recover from your fasting session there. Obviously, this is something that can be repeated, and the ancients, living hundreds of years, were not only raw vegans, but they did fasting periodically. So during the winter, when food was more scarce, they would eat a lot less, and then during the summer, when the food was getting harvested and abundant, they would eat a lot more. So getting in tune with the cycles of the earth, nature, what all of the other wild animals do that aren't domesticated and haven't been broken and influenced by this culture that we live in. This information is really exciting, so I hope that you are getting excited for fasting and willing to put yourself to the test, push yourself to the limit. Just remember that anything that you will, your willpower, if it is strong enough, you can do whatever you set your mind to. So ultimately, you just have to find that strength from within yourself, find that desire to live, and do what it takes to become alive again, not just a going through the motions, essentially a clown. Our souls didn't come in here to be clowns who poison ourselves to death. We came here for a purpose, and that purpose is not being a clown. Well, for the real humans at least. Can't say anything about the inverted ones in Hollywood that live lives as clowns. But that's a different story for a different day. Check out my Transvestigation 101 Porn Stars Are Male video if you haven't yet. But your soul came in here to do great things, and to accomplish those things, you're going to need to continue living. And if you want to live in vibrant youth for hundreds of years, if you want to live as the original humans did, you're going to have to stop doing what you've been doing, what has gotten you to the state that you're in, and do something new. This is a whole new life journey I myself am on. Day number 3 of fasting this week, and I certainly am experiencing some symptoms of fasting. All of us are poisoned to various levels. We all have different, demonic influences. I love food, so it's not just a body hunger thing. I'm also having some emotional issues over this because it's a really big life change, but I know that it's ultimately going to make me the best version of myself and make my soul proud. So, like I said, I was experiencing some detox symptoms on day 1, primarily headaches, really sharp, throbbing, periodic headaches that would come, and also being really emotional. My first thought, obviously, when I have headaches, I want to find a natural way to relieve them. And one of the things that I find very useful is mudras, or mudras, anyways. And these are primarily used in yoga, but like I said, I found them very useful. This one, first of all, was very useful in helping with my headaches. So anytime I am feeling these headaches, I'll drink some water and do this mudra. And this other mudra here is very good for stopping the hunger pains. So, oh, and it's also really good for helping with energy as well. So if you're feeling really drained, you can use that as well. There are other methods which you can use to help you along your journey, and I hope that you certainly will take advantage of them. After I got the headaches on the first day, I did the mudras, I went to bed, I woke up fine the next day, and yesterday I did pretty good actually. I had a little bit of headache issues, but well, actually, last night I had some really bad stomach issues. I was feeling really nauseous. I'm like, what am I going to throw up? I haven't even eaten anything, so I'm just going to have to sit here and try to calm the pain and feel better. So, yeah, that was rough last night. But this morning I woke up and haven't had any issues. I have been good all day, so that is exciting. Yay. And yeah, just know that different people are going to experience different things with fasting. And even if you experience rough symptoms, even if you stumble off the path a little bit, cut yourself some slack. You're literally trying to heal from a lifetime of poison, trying to change a lifetime of addiction and lifestyle. So cut yourself some slack. Be proud of yourself for the steps that you are taking to purification. Be proud of your soul that you are actually doing something to purify when so many around us, unfortunately, are not. This world is a dark place where degeneracy and corruption is promoted, and us changing ourselves, changing those around us, will ultimately change the world into that golden age of peace, prosperity, and the protection of the innocents. And let me tell you, that is the kind of world that you're going to want to live hundreds of years in. So please heed to the wisdom that I have imparted to you today, and give your actual best effort in fighting back against these things that are killing you, and to become pure, to become a better you. It's going to be hard. There are going to be forces at work against you to try to get you to stop purifying and cleansing your system, but just keep in mind that your soul is either going to be proud of you or embarrassed of you, and that ultimately is what has kept me going and fighting off any of these temptations. So I hope that this information is going to be used by those who seek to purify. Unfortunately, some who want to use it for evil, to continue being corrupt, will use it as well. But for those of you, I will tell you a little bit of a secret, which should be obvious, but you can only clog the machine so many times before it breaks. You can only go through this so many times before you cause serious issues. If you're going to keep going back to what gave you the sickness in the first place, you are literally just telling your body that you want that back. You went through this whole time of purification just to go back to eating that like a clown. Some people, I guess, have to learn the hard way. But us purifiers will use this information, this wisdom for good. We will use it to find long life in vibrant youth and get to see the golden age. So I am really excited about this information. I'm going to be pushing myself with fasting, and I hope that you are going to be pushing yourself too. You can do whatever you set your mind to. Real, true healing is within your reach. What are you willing to do to get to you where you want to be?
The work has been done and the buzz is gone, baby, I'm